Welcome, Gemini. This is Regina of Pacific Tarot getting ready to do your summer solstice tarot reading. The summer solstice occurs on June 20th, the entrance of the sun into Cancer, which marks a time when we are actually able to connect in with our bodies, our emotions that have been stirred by the changes and a lot of the movement that has occurred from the beginning of this year. And we have a chance now to check in with ourselves, to sit in silence, to express and explore our feelings, and to align. Our emotions are helping us to verify the path forward for us as individuals, what supports us, what feels good to us, what sees us. So this is a beautiful time in the Northern Hemisphere, summertime. I'm going to get started with your reading, Gemini, but I am going to remind you this is a general reading. It's not going to resonate with everyone, whatever my intent. However, if you're interested in a personal reading, the information for that is in the description box below. And your overall energy, Gemini, is the Judgment card. You are on a very destined path at this particular time in your life, wherever you are in your life. For many of you who have some experience under your belt, some years of being in contact with your purpose, with a sense of why you have been put on the earth, why you are making the contribution that you are evolving, developing. You're having an opportunity to see this purpose in the way that you can interact and impart this purpose in the world in a fresh way. You're recognizing yourself as being changed through your greater awareness of trial and error. And you're now in a position to move forward with a do-over, a fresh rebirth, in order to bring it to a complete success, a whole success, as a reflection of the wholeness you now experience as a person who has experienced the ups and downs of your path, of your life, of your profession, of your career, of your avocation. So this is an incredible time of heightened awareness for you, so that you're not only able to see the plan beyond you, but you're also able to perceive the part that others play in a plan. You're accepting of that, and you're able to move and maneuver in a way that calls upon the higher strength and awareness of everyone involved in the project that you are undertaking. In the 10th house, this is your social identity and the way others see you. The Devil is a card of power. In many ways, in this 10th house position, in which you are perceived by others in many ways as an authority, as someone who has the ultimate mastery or decision-making power. You are understanding that that is only effective if the requirements, if the actions, if the behaviors come from your authentic desire to pursue a goal or a dream or a vision that comes from your heart. In some ways, you may have been strongly influenced by an authority figure. You've certainly been heavily influenced by the expectations of others. And often those expectations come in the form of uh, uh, um, an encouragement to take on the provision for others, the encouragement to lead a community, an organization, an effort, to be the boss. The buck stops with you. However, what is transforming in you is your realization that this role, this power, only is effective if it allows you to have your desires and needs addressed as well, rather than the traditional way in which an authority figure or a provider uh, is providing on behalf of the community, regardless of their needs. You're able to meld the two together at this particular time. You are able to answer the needs of a community, find a solution to a problem, but this is also an expression of this effort, this organization, this job that you're doing, this project you're overseeing or motivating others to participate in is an expression of who you are. It's an answer to a vision that is yours, that you are enlisting all of your support to achieve. So there's a subtle shift, but what is underneath that shift is your passion, your ownership of your responsibility to bring your dream into being. There's no one to blame. There's no one who can discharge this task in the way that you can. In the first house, we have the Four of Wands. And this is interesting because it's showing your perspective really is taking ownership for the establishment, the achievement of a foundation. And this foundation, as has been such a theme for you, Gemini, is the celebration of the learning and growth of others as well as yourself, certainly on behalf of a community. So this is putting me in mind of a way that you inspire and or motivate others you work with or who work with you on behalf of a larger project, that you understand how to motivate others' best efforts by identifying their strength, how much they've learned. This is meeting people where they're at, identifying where they're at, and finding out a way to support their growth. In the fourth house, the house of your family, your home, this can also be your foundation or your roots. The Seven of Swords is also coming through as your ability to overcome the kind of uh, unintended sabotage that has come from others. And what I'm picking up here is a family culture, perhaps a coming of age, a challenging home life in which the expectations were so high that when you came up with a plan or an idea for your actions, the direction you wanted to grow in, as an example, others shot you down, others criticized it, others gave you reasons why you couldn't do that thing. And there was a time when you were blocked by the ideas, the expectations, the beliefs of others that really didn't believe that you were up to the task that you identified as having meaning for you. This can be a way that you were guided through youth, through education or training, being criticized or not allowed to pursue something that was important to you. Now you take advisement, particularly when you have no choice. This is coming from an authority figure, if this is coming from a parent or someone who has the power to gift or withhold the resources to achieve or assist you in achieving your goals. You are instead no longer allowing that to block you. You accept and find the battles you're willing to fight. You're choosing your battles here. You're taking in this feedback, this input discriminately, and you're moving forward anyway, recognizing that your ideas have value. You're no longer doubting yourself as a result of this feedback or criticism. Instead, you recognize that it is natural for others to be envious or fearful of you moving in a direction that they don't understand for a variety of reasons. The reasons don't even matter. What you know is that as you approach success, as you do something valuable and significant, it can often evoke fears from the very people who mean to protect us and support us. In the seventh house of significant relationships, you have the King of Wands. This is about that partner, that mentor, that friend, that ally who is full of confidence in what they do and reminds you that you are more than capable of pursuing your idea of your wholeness, your achievement. What it is you want is what it is that you deserve. And you're inspired by this person. This can be a partner, this can be a friend, this can be a business partner. It can also be a group of like minded people who you are in collaboration with. You're motivated, you're inspired by this confidence that is completely tapped into the spiritual nature of your desire, your heart, and allows the passion that you feel. Remember, the devil is full of passion. This passion you feel, you are allowing it to direct you. This is already incredibly powerful, Gemini. If this reading is resonating with you so far, please like this video, share it with others, and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. I love your comments, so I'm always interested in your thoughts, and I really appreciate the feedback that I get from so many of you. Thank you for that. And I pulled patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. And from the Hummingbird Oracle, I am pulling the magic in the air. Stay alert for the signs, synchronicities, and messages guiding your flight plan. Interesting. I'm going to clarify the Four of Wands in the first house with the Judgment card again in the second house and the Hanged one in the third house. Wow. I think I mentioned that Gemini, you have been in something of a crucible for a while. And I see it emphasized here. And because I mentioned earlier about the summer solstice being an opportunity for us to bring patience into our exploration of our feelings and our alignment, checking the alignment of so many events, activities, movements, and energy that is piled up in the sky from the beginning of the year. This is a chance for you to check in with your body, to check in with your experiences. And here we have you doing that again. You're checking in with your values, how your values have evolved, perhaps from the beginning of your professional journey, as an example, the beginning of a relationship, an opportunity reappearing to you over and over, perhaps in different guises, obviously, but you recognizing that it's the same path that is being offered to you again and again. And you really need a time to process these changes, these momentous changes in your life. And in doing so, you are allowing yourself the brief retreat, the pulling away, the stepping back from a situation. This can literally be an offer that's given to you, or options that you see available to yourself that you didn't see, but you're recognizing that they really reduce to the same opportunity that you are driving now because of your heightened awareness about the centrality of your path to the contribution you want to make to the world. Because you are essentially the Gemini energy, this ability not only to communicate, to identify the way people connect, um, through time and space, and also how you learn, how people learn, how we receive information, how we absorb and understand the information we receive. These are all opportunities for you to contemplate that on your own behalf, particularly because you are the model for the work that you're doing on behalf of others. So there is a need, you understand an ongoing need to adjust your perspective of things, to see things from a higher perspective, to look at the big plan. And here you're called on not only to perceive the big plan that you're a part of, but to use that as a way of modeling your efforts on behalf of others. I think I'm repeating myself. The Seven of Swords in the fifth house is clarified by the Eight of Pentacles in the fifth house and the Queen of Cups in the sixth house, this fourth house, fifth and sixth house. You are working on yourself diligently, and I love this card for so many reasons. Eight is a number of power, success, achievement, diligence, evolution. You're committed to the development of yourself. Understanding that your development, your ability to improve on personal characteristics, traits, work habits, skills, vision, every aspect of yourself that you improve and you devote your energy, your diligence towards, is preparing you for the opportunities that you are, by all signs, in the midst of. So that the more opportunities you have, the more you recognize you have to be as clean and as open a vehicle to channel through these ideas, to communicate them, distribute, disseminate them to those you're working with or working for. And your power is what's being translated into this perception that others have of your authority, of your mastery over the situation, the subject, the job that you're doing. In the sixth house, the Queen of Cups is really talking again about this moment of the summer solstice. We're in your season at this time, but summer solstice is coming through, is being celebrated. This opportunity to draw in, to be patient, to check in and make sure that the direction you're moving in, it may be hard, it may be difficult, it may be challenging, it may require a lot of work, but this is work you're loving. And if you're not loving this work, no matter how hard it is, this is the kind of work that you would do even if there wasn't a dime in it, because this is what you were built to do. Every fiber of who you are understands the path, understands the goal, understands the way every detail cannot be determined, but every detail will unfold. And as you develop your own capacity and skill level, you're prepared to maximize every opportunity along the way. Clearly, you've enlisted a team. You've developed a way of honoring and respecting your collaborators, your team members, so that everyone is growing together. And this is part of the healing that you are giving precisely on the team in this effort, in this project you're working on. But the healing extends beyond. You, your team, are a microcosm of the experience that you're offering to the world, that you're developing. And healing is it's not built in, but you're infusing it through your own process of self-healing, your own process uh, of communicating your ideas to others, of implementing ideas, of focusing on this brilliant moment that we have moved into, transitioned into via the planet Pluto, that has moved from Pluto, from Capricorn almost. It is dipping its toe back into Capricorn as we speak and will be completely moved out of Capricorn finally into Aquarius in about November, mid November, staying in Aquarius for the next 20 years. This is a momentous time for humankind, and you are at the crest of this particular wave. The King of Wands in the seventh house is clarified by the Hermit in the eighth house, and the Four of Swords in the ninth house. So I'm now seeing how momentous this retreat is for you, as you are almost at the crux of a crossroads for humankind. Not no pressure, but how essential your own process is of checking in with yourself, reestablishing your own authority, allowing yourself to go within for the answers you seek. Because what's occurring is, in some ways, this review of the challenges you've overcome. And there have been a few. Um, you are now at a place where you're understanding how each trial difficulty has created the knowledge, the self connection that allows and motivates you to pursue this vision that you have. You're now grateful for the skills, the perseverance, the work ethic, the vision, the gift in working with others, the way in which you teach by sharing. This is so powerful. You're able to reach people at whatever level they need to understand. And this is no small feat as we become increasingly aware of the neurodiversity in the world and how that must be addressed. You can have the ability to tap into the genius of others. And that's what gives you this motivated team that's inspired and is hungry to work with you because of the unfoldment they're experiencing. This is a microcosm, again, of your project, of your vision. In the 10th house, the Devil card is clarified by the Five of Swords in the 11th house and the Two of Wands in the 12th house. There's almost a feeling here that your vision is so large, is so in times daunting to you, particularly when you move into the area of intellectual or academic understanding or expression or presentation. There's a lot of pieces to the project or the thing that you're creating or building. There is absolutely almost a demand, an invitation for you to participate in teams, associations, groups of people that are working similarly in other parts of your region, your country, the globe, so that ideas are being exchanged at a rapid rate. And at some level, you're very aware of the limitation of the creators of this technology or this product or services that you are engaged in that is part of your vision, and the difficulty in reaching the people who actually need this technology. This is where there is almost, I'm feeling like a decision that you may be having to make about the way that you are aligning yourself with the powers that be and engaging more, moving towards uh, aligning yourself with those that want to serve uh, others, want to make this technology, this project, these resources available to those who might not ordinarily have them. Because you have an understanding that this vision, this project, this product only works when everyone is more or less equitably engaged. That's where the real transformation can occur. And you also feel challenged by the powers that be that have always held the power in this particular regard or industry. You see the approach as being uh, exclusive, as being scattershot, not unified behind a principle that is dedicated to the upliftment of humankind in general. And that's where I see you making a shift in the way that you are building your project, creating this effort in collaboration with others towards the unfamiliar audiences of this resource, moving yourself in a way that is intentionally intended to serve those who may not have been served in the past, who ordinarily are left out of the conversation. And in that way, you are fulfilling the circle, i.e., we're back to this ingenious way you have of working with others by investing in identifying their talent, their skill, wherever they're at, and helping them to motivating them to grow, evolve, develop themselves, inspiring them to do so because they begin to immediately experience the benefits of the engagement in such a project. I am going to finish this reading, Gemini, most interesting reading, with a yogic path oracle. Well, this is flipped out, and I'm going to take it because I do that. Dharana is the card I've pulled. And I think I'm predisposed to this card because I've not pulled it before. And I'm excited about what I'm going to learn. Dharana. Dharana. And Dharana is described as single focused concentration. It's time to focus your mind on one goal to undergo the transformation that comes from concentration. The birthing process of an idea takes deep commitment to usher it to life. Through single focus commitment, you'll be able to deepen your understanding of your goal and from its core bring it to fruition. This is your time to say no to everything that is not related to your Dharma. Practice Dharana and focus on what it is you came to this earth to do. Gemini, I am very moved by your reading today. I hope this has been useful to you. With much love. Until next time, Namaste.